So, while I have no idea what the copyright rules for like writing fanfiction and posting it on YouTube and stuff is, I wrote a fanfiction on the Loud House, which obviously don't know it's a cartoon, but I'm gonna be reading it out for fun, trying to do like a little bit of a second, but my voice is not very Lincoln-esque, and most of this, pretty much all of this, is taken from his point of view. So yeah, first chapter, The Loud House. Well, as I'm sure you all know, I'm Lincoln Loud, the man with the plan. Has 10 sisters, always has it figured out. I'm 13 now, and you already know my story. 10 sisters is always a lot to handle. Always will be. But I did my best. It's been a year, and things have both changed and stayed the same in this past year. We've always had our ups and downs, but we make it work. Lori, my oldest sister, is 19. She was accepted to college with a scholarship for golf and only comes to visit. Her, as well as Lenny's leave, caused us whole many warm over room swapping, but I will go over that later. She's off living her own life, but she comes to visit for dinner over the weekend and all that. Lenny, I already mentioned, also moved away just recently. She is 18 now. I always worry about her because, well, I'm not supposed to say, she's one of my favorite sisters. She works at the mall, so I go to visit her sometimes, and she goes to this special trade college that she was admitted to also under scholarship due to her natural skill with fashion. I miss her a lot at home, actually. Even though she's always been a bit ditzy, she was always kind, and it's a bit weird without her in the house. She also comes over for the weekend, and sometimes just during the week. I wish I could see her more often, or that I had a phone so I could call her. Then there's Luna, the rockster of the family. She's 17 now, and not to be a bad brother by saying this, but I think she's going through some stuff, because her grades are slipping, and yeah, I think she's just going through stuff. It's probably not a big deal. Then there's Luann, still a prankster. I actually think her pranking has gotten worse, and not better. I still don't get why she's so obsessed with the pranks. I get some of her jokes, but her pranks often go too far. Anyway, she's 16 now, and she's looking to get a job since her old clown birthday business isn't doing so well after a bad prank she played on one of the birthday kids at a party a few months ago. We have Lynn. She's pretty much the same. 15 now, and absolutely obsessed with sports and winning. I don't know. I think I heard some kids at my school saying she's crazy and there must be something wrong with her in the head. And while I don't think she's crazy per se, I would say she has some serious anger issues. Then there's my younger sisters. Lucy, 10, just at the double digits, has not changed a bit. She still loves poems, horror books, anything spooky. Quiet as a mouse and still antisocial. She's actually been way too quiet now that I think about it. I haven't seen her around all day. She's probably in the vents. We have the twins, and 8 is not a good number for them. As usual, all they do is fight, but I can say it's gotten worse recently. It's like simply being around each other sets them off nowadays. Lola, same as always, is a pageant queen, though she takes the role way too seriously, if you ask me, which she doesn't. She still loves to blackmail, and honestly, she's a bit of a brat. Lana, still the hardware-loving girl she always was, loves mud, fixing things, and her animals. I've never really had any fights with her, actually. Then there's Lisa, still as smart as always. She goes to this new science research college now in her free time. I think she still does too much, but Mom says family has to support each other in all things. I feel like she should enjoy her childhood more, though, because she rarely actually acts like and does good things. And last but not least, there's Lily, the family baby. She's not so much a baby now. She's 3.5, and she's talking in sentences. She also wears clothes. Yeah, finally out of the naked baby phase. She has the cutest obsession with flowers and loves me. I honestly think I'm her favorite person. I try my best to spend as much time with her as possible since she's often ignored because she's so little, and I don't want her to feel left out. She's also about to start preschool in a week or so, I think. Mom and Dad literally haven't changed a bit in the last year, and you would think having 2 of their kids out would give them more time for us, but they said it's actually made things worse as they've lost their support. I put quotation marks around that because we all know Lori didn't do anything to help out, and Lily often couldn't actually do anything. And if anything, I would just say that it's all the drama that's been going on in the house recently, and if you asked anyone but me, they would say nothing's going on. But believe me, there is. When I mention a war over rooms, I mean a war went down. If you remember the chaos of the sister fight protocol and all that, this was like 3 or 4 times as bad. Everyone, even Lucy, was yelling and shouting at each other over who goes where and what's the best room and all that. And it wasn't even like a day-long fight or anything. No, this lasted 5 whole days. Some people, Lola and Luann just started putting their things where they wanted to go, and Lola and Luann were fighting about getting Lori's room because they both wanted it and didn't want to share. Things were broken, and promise you, it looked like a battle and war zone in the house. Mom and Dad didn't even help. They just hid in their bunker while we fought out like animals. Sometimes I really can't help but question how they had so many kids and how we're all even alive. I know it's a pretty bad thought to have because they're my parents and all, but believe me, I'll never tell this to their face, but I honestly think they're like really irresponsible for having so many kids. I love my family, honestly. I just feel like it's too much sometimes, but the bed war, and honestly, that's such a cool name, I'm going to call it that from now on, ended after 5 days. Thankfully, no one died. I was really worried someone would with how things were, and we all settled back down. Now you're probably wondering who's where and what room we all got. Well, I'm happy and proud to say I finally got out of the broom closet. You know what was actually suggested that I stay there and don't switch rooms, so there's more room for everyone else and so I don't create more problems? Like seriously, they actually expected me to live in a closet for the entirety of my childhood. Well, I'm sharing a room with Lily. Since she's still little, it's not a problem, and we're in Luna and Luann's old room. The twins are split up, surprisingly, or unsurprisingly with how they've been fighting recently. Lana didn't change rooms, and Lucy moved in with her, and Lola actually got her own room. I guess no one wanted to share a room with the little drama queen. She's got the smallest room, obviously. Lily and Lisa's old room. Surprisingly, Lisa and Lynn are sharing a room, and they got the biggest room, Lori and Linny's old room. Probably because Lisa's science equipment and Lynn's work gear takes up a bunch of room. Then there's just Luna and Luann, who are still sharing a room together. They're in Lynn and Lucy's old room. Honestly, things have just been crazy this last year. I don't even think it's possible for me to go over everything that's actually happened. If I mention something without context that sounds crazy, it would be best if you don't even ask. But I guess that's just what's to be expected when you have a family that's as big as mine. Well, I gotta go. It's dinner time, but I'll see you all for school tomorrow. Honestly, that was a bit of a mouthful for me to get out. All of the L names. I mean, seriously, every single one of them is an L name. Between, like, Luna and Luna, I understand, like, there were some slightly oddly placed gaps. I can't anymore. Gaps in between my reading. And I tried to sound, I don't know how I think Lincoln would sound. I don't have a very Lincoln-y voice, but I don't know. I feel like he would be like a traumatic 13-year-old, so I'm going to try to lean into that. And 13 stage when most kids start like getting to that irritated phase where everything's kind of annoying. They don't really want to do anything. So I'm like leaning into that a lot. I didn't read like the preface for my little thing that I did. I don't know why I didn't do that before I started reading everything out, but I'll do it now. But like the little like preview, or not like preview but like summary, I don't even know what they call it. But anyway, it is that Lincoln, now 13, is still struggling to find his place in the world with 10 sisters who constantly outshine him and treat him poorly. He's stalked along with his family to find he was swapped at birth. Follow him in his story as he meets his bio family, realizes the flaws in the Loud House, and comes to terms with who he is as a person and his relationship with both his families. The story will be told in, obviously, a more diary script with Lincoln telling almost everything from his point of view. There are like a few moments that don't do this, but it's way easier for me to write like that. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed.